Hey guys, today we're reviewing the third chapter of Think and Grow Rich. The last chapter we reviewed talked about desire. You must have desire for what you want. Now we're talking about faith. You must have faith in yourself and believe in yourself that you're going to attain the goals that you've set for yourself. Yes, if you don't believe in yourself, no one will believe in you. Now, faith in itself has to do with a conscious state of mind that you induce upon yourself through constant repetition and affirmation of the things that you want to see. And that happens through autosuggestion. So if you have a desire for something and you have faith in yourself to accomplish that thing, you start repeating that thing to yourself. That's why in the last chapter we talked about several steps where your goals can become your reality. And one of the steps was to write down your goals and recite them twice daily, which is likely morning and evening. So the more you recite those things to yourself, the more it seeps into your subconscious mind. And that is one of the easiest way to grow faith. Conscious repetition of words is the only known way of inducing faith as of now. So the more you repeat things, the more your faith grows in those things. That's why, in churches, they tell you, keep saying it, don't stop, continue to tell yourself, continue to say what God says, because they know that the more you say it, the more your faith grows in that aspect. It doesn't matter whether it's the truth. It might be a lie, whatever. As long as you keep saying it to yourself, your subconscious mind starts to believe what you're saying. And in no time, you start to see things aligning based on what you've been declaring. And our tongue is quite powerful. Most times we get what we say as long as we believe in it, right? So keep saying those things, keep reciting those goals. It gets into your head and you become extremely conscious of what you're saying. So a criminologist once said that if people are exposed to crime for the first time, they are so disgusted by it, they hate it, they abhor it, they don't like it. But if they become exposed to crime long enough, they start to endure it, they start to normalize it, they start to see it as the norm. Okay, so the more we expose ourselves to something, the more that thing becomes a norm for us, the more normal we'll start to see those kinds of things. Story time. Mahatma Gandhi is one of the greatest illustrations of faith. The man had no money, he had no political position, he had no armies, but he was very powerful. Those are the things that makes people powerful as at that time. So he had none of those things, but he was extremely powerful because he had faith, and he was able to transfer his faith to about 200 million people in India, So those people stood by him basically because of what he believed in. They strongly believed in him because he believed in himself. And that is the faith that we're talking about. So if you have a desire for something, you need to develop faith in your capacity to achieve that thing as well. So as you keep repeating those things to yourself over and over again, your subconscious will have no choice than to accept those things that you repeatedly tell yourself. Because your subconscious believes, okay, you're saying this thing over and over again, then this thing must be a fact. This thing must be the truth. So keep telling yourself that and it will work for you. So you need to convince your subconscious mind that that thing that you want is already here. Whether or not it's there, you keep telling your mind that thing is here. I can feel it. I can see it. And your subconscious mind is going to accept the information that you bring to it. A mind that is dominated by positive affirmations become a very, very safe and fertile abode for the development of faith. This is why all these outstanding companies and industries and establishments, they have their creed. Okay, they have their motto boldly written on the wall, and they have they have all their staff reading that creed and motto every single day. They are doing it for a reason. The more you do it, the more you internalize it, the more you cram it, the more you understand it. It's the same thing we do when we were in schools, when we would go, sing the national anthem and all the other things that we're supposed to recite. They want us to internalize these things, because the more you recite these things, the more these things become a part of you. So that is the same law and principle that is applicable to faith. If you keep telling yourself, that is why it is important to write your goals down in the first place. When you write your goals down and you keep reciting them to yourself, you're giving your subconscious a kind of atmosphere. You're giving your subconscious the facts about your life that you want it to believe and carry. That way, anything you're doing, you still have your goals and objectives in your mind at all times. You're telling yourself, this is what I want to achieve, and this is how I plan to achieve it. And then you start to see different solutions pop up on how to achieve your goals one after the other. Join me next time for the next chapter that talks about autosuggestion as the next step to riches. Have a great day.